Once upon a time, there was a man named UHM Alpha Wolf. His SR was gold. He was happy. Life was good. Life was happy. But then, bronze. Now I am sure there are some of you out there saying, that's not bronze, that's silver. But let's face it, with a 1501 SR, that's like saying you dropped your phone in the toilet at a public restroom, but thinking, oh, well, at least the person before me had the courtesy to flush and the water is clean. No, my friend, I am sorry, your phone is still covered in shit and piss. I work in retail, I have cleaned public bathrooms, and use all the bleach and disinfectant you want. That is a losing battle you will not win. But on that note, hello and welcome to another installment of the Lone Wolf Adventures. As always, I am your guide, UHM Alpha Wolf, and thank you so much for being here. So now you might be wondering what has led to my fall from grace in the Overwatch standings. Well, it is an ungodly combination of my own inconsistent play mixed with god-awful teammates. As I have sunk down the leaderboards and spiraled into bronze, it has went from a lot of communication and solid gameplay. Now, don't get me wrong, gold is not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a hell of a lot better than what you see when you get to bronze, where the only communication you get is people who take it upon themselves to appoint themselves captain and tell everyone else what they are doing wrong. Like our Tourborn, who you will see in this first match, just keeps on talking the whole time. I really wish I could have recorded his chat, but since my mic was not connected to the capture card, I was unable to do that. But he spent the entire match just telling everyone else what they were doing wrong, rather than communicating anything useful. So now, here in the match, I am taking it upon myself to go after the tanks. Like, I'm trying to knock D.Va out of her mech there, and finally get her. And as I have fallen into bronze, I have started playing Roadhog more often to try and protect against other people's ults, go against the tanks. Like here, I have a sorry-ass battle with this Orisa. I mean, how she does not see me walk right up behind her and she just continues to shoot it, who the hell knows what, is just some of the many scary things you see when you are in the bronze level. I also try to draw the mirror match of the opposing team's Roadhog or take on their Reinhardt and just try to protect our squishies from the tanks and the bigger guys, because without communication, that's what I feel is the best thing I can do to try and help us win. I usually stay out of the chat, so I mean, I am guilty of not communicating, but a lot of times people don't want to hear what you have to say at this level. They're all just bitter human beings because they are in a place they don't want to be, and I don't blame them. I mean, I don't want to be in bronze, trust me. It is the last place I would want to be, but whether I like it or not, that is where I am at, and I am going to do what I can to try and crawl back out of there. I mean, hell, at this point, if I could just get into high silver, I would be happy, but I'm not going to get my hopes up either. And there I get ulted by D.Va. I was trying to get out of the way, but that's just some of the play mistakes I have been making. I backed myself into a corner rather than get into that little side room to get away from her. And after that happened, Turborn was telling me how I should switch and telling me how crap I was. So yeah, that's just some of the stuff I've been dealing with in bronze. I mean, I was doing pretty good up until that point. One little lapse in judgment, it was my own fault that I died, and apparently that makes me crap and I need to switch. But we'll just keep an eye on how I'm doing versus how our buddy Torborn is doing. Here's another part. I try to knock people off the point and buy some time so they don't capture it, and I die. I did take out someone in the process and weakened a few others, but once again, Torburn's telling me how I am crap and I need to switch. Completely oblivious to the fact that we are still doing extremely well, and what his problem is, I do not know. I edited it out of this because I didn't want to have too much pre-game stuff in the video, but he chose Torborn well before I chose Roadhog. I actually chose Roadhog right before the match started, or right after the character select screen went away, because I wanted to see who's going to be available. I initially chose Soldier 76, but then figured since we were on defense, I wanted to try and use Roadhog since they were probably going to be coming at us with Orisas and maybe a Reinhardt, which we didn't get, but I decided, you know what, we would probably need the Roadhog to counter Orisas and D.Vas, since they would probably try to use the D.Va ult to clear the point and be able to capture it. But I feel I'm doing pretty well in here. I mean, I am not MVP, but I say this gameplay puts me in the top 1 million solidly of Roadhogs. But in all fairness, the other team is not putting up much of a fight either. I mean, we aren't even letting them get through this gateway here. They are just really struggling, and I'm having a hard time telling if there is any communication going on. Like, yeah, the Orissa's coming through with her shield, but right after putting her shield down, she walks out from behind it. I mean, they have to know that they can shoot through their own shield, and why she would throw down her shield and then proceed to not be behind it. Like, right there, I rope her and drop her ass. It's just confusing the hell out of me. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on here, and I figured, just don't try to figure out what the hell goes on in bronze. Like right here, this Pharah. Is she going to fly away? You have a jetpack, you have wings, but you don't use them, and that is why Roadhog just put your sorry ass down. Now, round 1 goes to us as I go ult and try to make sure no one try to come through to prolong the match, and overtime expires. Now, there it is. Round 1 complete. The score is 0-0, with them capturing almost 80% of the objective. And in round 2, our boy Turburn has switched it up to Roadhog to keep me from using him. Yeah, he wants to show me how Roadhog is played, so you know what? Hey, it doesn't matter to me. I'll just take my main, Soldier 76, right out of the gate, put Helix rockets into the face of Moira and drop her. And that's pretty much going to set the tempo for this match. Not too much of a struggle. I mean, we didn't have much to capture to begin with. I mean, we didn't even have to fully capture the first point in order to win. Still going to work here, just trying to do what I can, put as much damage into people, hoping my teammates could clean them up. I mean, I don't mind single-handed eliminations of players doing the 100% damage, but, I mean, as long as I'm contributing and helping us win, unlike our boy Roadhog over here, who, hey, there's an elimination, he takes down a Winston. I mean, that's pretty solid stuff right there. I mean, I don't think I could have done that. So I am going to start taking damage here, but before I go down, I'm going to do enough damage to get credited with a double kill, as my team will now storm the point, and before I can even get back to the objective and respawn, we are going to win. I start sprinting just in case. I see we are capturing it, but it becomes a moot point, and we have won. That is what I like to see. This will, at the time of recording, put me a little higher away into the silver rank, but since then it didn't get much better for me. I actually end up going down to almost 1400 SRs, which is where I currently stand at the time of making this video. But hey, at least play the game. I get to watch myself get posterized when I made my little play mistake, and instead of going inside the room, just put myself into a corner for the Diva mech to kill me. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, you know the drill. Thumbs down and negative comments. And until next time, this has been UHM Alpha Wolf. Have a good one.